If you thought that s'mores were only meant to be made over a campfire, you were very wrong. You sure were.
That's right. And you can also make these tasty treats by using the power of the sun. And I tell you, today is the perfect day to do it. The sun is out here in Pittsburgh. We have Dr. Smithwick with us from Science Moms. And for people who don't know what your wonderful group does, tell them about it, because you guys are awesome.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, we're really proud of it. Science Moms is a nonpartisan group of scientists who are also moms. And what we want to do is break down the science about climate change so that people know they can take action in their own communities, with their own families, and they really have the power to do so. We want to inspire families all across America that they can actually make a difference. It's a really hard problem, but they can make a difference.
It is a hard problem, and I think we're going to get inspired today.
We sure are. We have lab coats on, so I would say we're taking this pretty seriously. Yeah. But today we have all of our buddies here for Take Your Kid to Work Day joining us, and we are going to be making some s'mores by the sun, and we already got started a little, but tell us what materials we would need when we want to do this at home.
Yes, so we're going to make a solar-powered s'mores oven. Do you know how much energy there is in the sun?
Anyone?
Anyone?
I know that there's a lot of power from the sun since I learned it in science in 4th grade.
Oh,
that was 4th grade.
Fourth grade. That's so great. It has so much power, so much power. So what we're going to do today is we're going to grab a little bit of it. Do you know how much energy is used across the year in the Earth when we try to power all of our cars and all of that?
Anybody
That's in 1 hour of what the sun can produce.
Wow.
Right? So
that's a really fun fact.
Yeah,
we can just harness a little bit of that. So that's what we're going to do today because it's clean, it's renewable. So here's what we're going to do. We're basically, the fun part has already happened because we've already eaten the pizza and the cookies that came inside these boxes.
Yes. That's the best part.
This is the best part. So you do that. And then what we're going to do is we're cut a little flap around the outside of the top lid, and that's going to end up being our reflector.
Wow.
And what we've done is we've glued on some tinfoil just to the top of that. So when the oven is working, we're going to point it towards the sun, and it's basically going to reflect down into the box. And what we've done in the bottom is we put some tinfoil and a black piece of construction paper down there, and that absorbs a lot of heat. You know, if you're wearing black, you're hotter than if you're wearing white, because white will reflect. So basically, we're reflecting and we're absorbing, reflecting the sun into there, we're absorbing it, and then we're trapping it, because we're adding a little cling film or the plastic wrap on the top.
Okay, so
we seal that.
Yeah, we already kind of got a head start here. So guys over here, all you have to do is glue down your black construction paper and do your cellophane wrap here. Yeah. But there are some really cool examples of how solar power is being used here in Pennsylvania.
Right. We are already powering a lot of our cities with solar energy. It's really exciting to see. We're getting electric school buses, where all of our public transport is like moving towards renewable energy. Even at Penn State, where I work, we're fueling a lot of our needs with solar energy. So it's really taking shape all over.
Shout out to Penn State.
Shout out. We are. Okay, I'm not exactly a science mom, but I am a groupie of Dr. Smithwick's. And I know also, speaking of kiddos, I mean, the diesel fuel that's used in school buses is obviously unhealthy. This is just a better, healthier way for all of our families to go.
That's right. I mean, we don't want our kids breathing unhealthy air. We really, really don't. And so this is a great way to enjoy the outside with your kids. You're not breathing in wildfire smoke. We know that's also bad. So, you know, you're on the other side of the receiving end of that wildfire, that campfire. Here, this is clean. You can do it anytime. And we don't want to have any of nasty stuff in our homes. So this is a great way to teach about clean energy. And there's other things we can do, like having clean ovens. So we're not burning natural gas in our ovens, because that causes a lot of toxic fumes. It can actually cause more asthma in kids. We're learning more and more about that every day. So we want to make sure our kids are healthy in our homes and also enjoying the outside, because that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And back to probably not the healthiest snack, but my favorite, s'mores. All right, what are we doing here?
You know, if you have a little more time, you put the cling film on the top, on the plastic wrap on the top. But I want you guys to each grab a cracker.
Okay, grab a cracker.
Know how to make s'mores,
You're our graham cracker guy.
We've been around a s'more or two.
A little chocolate.
And you just want to make sure it's in the middle so that the
chocolate.
sun will catch it. It's already melting a little bit in the sun.
Perfect.
So we're ahead of the game. And you want to put your cracker down here on the top, because this is your oven.
Put the cracker. Put your cracker in the box there.
Okay. We like to make them extra big at home.
This is gonna be an open sandwich. Small.
Okay. The better.
And then we're gonna
That's
put
better.
the marshmallow on top, and then we would close it up like that.
Put your chocolate marshmallow on top there. Okay.
The thing is, we pretend we have our saran wrap on the top, right? We're going to angle it towards the sun, And then it does take a little while. It's not as fast as your normal oven. So you do this a few hours before you're ready to eat, and then you can go ahead and enjoy it later.
I love this. And I will say the sun's helping us out with the melty part already.
I know, it's perfect. And so how long does it take to melt?
Well, I did it last weekend at my home. It was only in the 60s, and it did take several hours. But a warm day like this, it probably can happen a lot faster. I'll tell you the chocolate melts a lot faster than the marshmallows. So if you get a little anxious, just go ahead and eat the melted chocolate.
What? For me, I don't even need it to melt. Like I just eat it as is.
Yeah.
I haven't ever waited before.
No.
This is so great. And kiddos, do you feel good about this science experiment because you got dessert after?
Yes.
This is fun.
Does anyone want to take a bite? Any? Oh, no one.
Nora will. Oh, okay. Well, you got yours, babe. This is amazing. Thanks so much for making the trek down. What you do at Science Moms is so important, and we're learning every day. Cheers, Mikey.
Yes, it's so good. All right, if you're interested to learn more about Science Moms and their mission, we will have more information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.